Hi, this is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform. I'm going to show you how you can use our software to carry out some powerful verification checks on your data set. Here we have a simple data file with columns for first name, last name, ID, email and date of birth. It's in Excel format, but Easy Data Transform can also handle CSV, JSON, XML and other formats. Let's drag the Excel file onto Easy Data Transform. An input item is created. Make sure Show Advanced is checked so that all the transforms are shown. Then click on the Verify transform near the bottom of the list. In the right pane we're now shown a whole range of verifications we can carry out. Let's hide the data table for now. Some verifications apply to the data set as a whole. For example, we can set the expected minimum and maximum number of columns. And some verification rules apply per column. For example, we can verify there are no empty values in a column. So let's go through the columns and add some verification rules. There are lots of different verification rules to choose from. Hover over them for a tooltip. You can also click the Help button for more information. The first column is of type text, and we don't want any empty values, and we expect a capital first letter and the remaining letters to be lowercase, which is title case. We'll change the severity of this check from warning to information. Note that when we check a rule, some other conflicting rules may be hidden. For example, checking no empty values for a column will hide the minimum characters rule. So let's add some checks for the last name column. And again, we'll make that check informational. For the ID column, we don't want any empty values and we don't want any duplicate values. We expect the email column to contain a valid email address. We expect the date of birth column to be of type date. We expect the date to be a 4-digit year, a 1 or 2-digit month and a 1 or 2-digit day, separated by hyphens. Note that case is important here. Small m is minutes, not months. Click the question mark icon to see the online help for more details. So let's look at the results of the verification checks. We can see we have 10 verification fails, 7 of which are warnings and 3 of which are information. Column and rows with fails are highlighted in the colour of the highest fail severity. So we can see there are verification fails for all columns except first name. If we hover over column or row headers, we get a summary of the verification fails in that row or column. We can also hover over each cell for more details. For example, we can see this value fails the date validation. Here we have an empty value. This last name does not start with a capital. And we have another empty value. This is not a valid email address, and neither is this one. This value fails date validation because there was no 29th of February in this year. This one is interesting because McGregor is a valid name here, but we didn't allow for that in our title case rule, so we're going to amend that one to be a bit more clever. And here we have a duplicate ID. And here we have another last name that's not title case. And here is the other duplicate ID. Let's fix the issue with McGregor by using a regular expression. So this regular expression will match any name that starts with a capital, then a lowercase, or an uppercase M, a lowercase c, and then an uppercase letter. So now we can see there's no fail for McGregor. This tab summarises the warnings and errors, and this tab summarises all fails. We can also filter the data based on the verification. So instead of telling the information provider to fix their dirty data, we just want to remove any rows with warning fails. So currently we have 69 rows. And removing all rows with warning fails changes this to 60 rows. Alternatively, we can just output all the warning fails. Let's output them to a file. Here is the Excel file we output. Note that a severity error fail will stop further processing. So here nothing will be output to the Excel file. We can click on the colour buttons if we want to change the colours. If you want to verify the relationship between two columns, for example to make sure the value in column A is always greater than the value in column B for the same row, use a transform such as compare cols or if, and then use verify on the newly created column. We have only scratched the surface of the data verifications Easy Data Transform can do. For more information, see the help. Note that this is a very small data file, but Easy Data Transform can easily handle datasets with millions of rows. Easy Data Transform can also do sophisticated step-by-step data transformations to clean up your data, including joining, filtering, aggregating and deduplicating datasets. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.